afternoon to all. Good afternoon to all. So in unit number one, casting process, 2 points are remaining. One is a gating system. This one gating system and types of riser. Then function of riser. Then method of improve efficiency of riser. Okay, and this one riser design simple numerical. This is not required. So today our last lecture to cover this unit number one casting process. Before starting today's lecture, revise within 5 minutes. First point is definition of casting, then basic steps in casting, then that molding, melting, pouring, casting, then heat treatment, then cleaning and finishing, and last one is inspection. Then what is mean by pattern, what is mean by molding, then here again basic steps in casting process. First one is the sand preparation, then pattern making, then core making, and then mold making. Then pour the molten metal, solidification, fettling, and last one is the inspection and testing. This is the diagram, detailed diagram where the actual casting process are carried out. Okay. This is the advantages of casting, disadvantages of casting, difference between casting and pattern. Also see the function of pattern. Pattern is a model or replica of the object to be cast. Okay. Then types of pattern here, 10 types of pattern: single piece pattern, split or two piece pattern, gated pattern, cope and drag pattern, match plate pattern, loose piece pattern, sweep pattern, skeleton pattern, segmented pattern, and follow board pattern. Here will be the details of this different types of pattern. Then different four types of materials are used to making pattern. First one is a wood, second one is metal and alloy, plastic and wax. Then requirement of good pattern. Here easily worked and shaped to join, light in weight, strong, hard and durable, resistance to wear and abrasion, and available at low cost. Then first material is wood. Here is the advantages and disadvantages of wood material. Then second, metal and alloy. Here advantages of disadvantages of metal and alloy material used for the pattern making. Then third one is the plastic. See the advantages and disadvantages of plastic material used for pattern making. And last one is the wax. Then next point is a color coding for pattern. Different colors are used to identify or use the functions for the pattern. Here black indicate the cast surface as a cast. Red indicate the cast surface to be machine. Yellow indicate the core print. And where there will be no color is a parting surfaces. Then next point is a pattern allowances. Here five types of allowances to gives to the at the time of manufacturing pattern: shrinkage or contraction allowance, machining or finishing allowance, draft or taper allowance, distortion or camber allowance, shake or wrapping allowance. Okay. Here, at the time of casting, you have to use different material. Then you have to apply shrinkage allowance for different material. Here gray cast iron for 10.4 mm per meter, white cast iron 20.8 mm per meter, plain carbon steel 20.8 mm per meter, bronze 10.4 to 20.8 mm per meter, aluminum 17 mm per meter, brass 15.3 mm per meter, copper 16 mm per meter. Okay. Then machining or finish allows. Here, then draft or taper allows. Then distortion or camber allows, and last one is a shake or rappelling allows. Then next point is a core. Core are used to manufacture a hollow pattern or inner side will be the free. Here core sand preparation means you have to take sand floor binder, then core box, then pouring this sand in core box, then ramming. Okay, so this ramming will be done with the manually or machine. See the different types of core boxes. Here half core box, slab or dumb core box, split core box, left and right hand core box, trickle core box, gang core box, and loose piece core box. See the different half core box. Here produced, here will the box and here produced half core. Then slab or dumb core box produced a core will be this here rectangle. Then split core box means two core box are used and these two core box are attached or joined with the help of this dowel pins. Then gang core box, here number of cores are manufactured with the help of single box is called as gang core box. One, two, three, four. Then stickle core box, irregular shapes you have to require then you to use trickle core box. Then left hand and right hand core box, here left hand side and right hand side core box. Then loose piece core box, here only this part or this component is used. Then types of core, this based on condition of core, based on nature of binder material, based on core hardening process, based on position of core. Here in last lecture, we have to draw this horizontal core, vertical core, then hanging core, balanced core, drop up core, and ram up core. So here start the today's lecture. Component of gating system. Here. See, this is the three-dimension diagram. This is not required to draw, but you have to draw this diagram. Give the heading component of gating system. Give the heading component of gating system. Component of gating system. And I request all of you to draw this diagram. Give the heading component of gating system. Component of gating system. Give the heading component of gating system and draw this diagram. Within 5 minutes, draw it. Concluded? See the different components of gating system here. Spur. Spur means you have to here pour the liquid molten metal. This one is a core. This one is a cope, म्हणजे upper molding box, and this one is a drag, lower molding box. In between, parting line will be there. Here, parting line is there. This cope and drag molding box are separated with the help of parting line. Here, spur pouring basin, you have to pour the liquid molten metal here. Then this liquid molten metal comes with here spur base or well. Then this liquid molten metal flow with the help of runner, and here skim bob means they create a pressure to liquid molten metal, and also choke create the pressure to liquid molten metal, and this liquid molten metal goes through this mold cavity here. Then after filling this rectangular block, extra liquid molten metal or over molten metal flow through this way, and this is the riser. Means function of riser is uh, overflow liquid molten metal easily removing this cope and drag box. Okay. Also, riser to maintain the mold cavity filled 100% and check the filling of mold cavity in 100%. Okay. This is the component of gating system. Here, see this diagram. This diagram is not required to draw it. Here, pour basin means you have to pour liquid molten metal here, then spur. Then this is the runner, and this is the gate. Different types of gates. Then this liquid molten metal goes through this casting with the help of number of gates, and after filling this casting, over or extra liquid molten metal go through this riser way, then you have to stop the pouring liquid molten metal in pour basin. Okay. Then give the heading gate ratio. Give the heading gate ratio. Okay. So gate ratio is totally depend on spur base area and total runner area and total ignite area. Means gate ratio is totally depend on here pouring basin area, then gate area here 1 2 3, and here ignite area means how much casting will be filled. 1 2 and 3, these three areas follow or define the gate ratio. See the definition. It is defined as the ratio of spur base area followed by total runner area and total ignite area. Means this is pouring basin spur area, this is ignite area, and this is runner and gate area. These three areas include to find out the gate ratio or gating ratio. Okay, so write down the definition of gate ratio. Write down the definition of gate ratio. It is defined as it is defined as the ratio of spur base, the ratio of spur base area followed by total runner area followed by total runner area and total in-gate area. and total ingate area. Okay. The next heading, types of gating ratio. Types of gating ratio. Types of gating ratio. First one is a non-pressurized gating system. Non-pressurized gating system. And second one is a pressurized gating system. Here, non-pressurized gating system means liquid molten metal goes through the gravitational force, and pressurized gating system means you have to pour liquid molten metal with the help of uh, hydraulic or electric drive. Okay. See the description of non-pressurized gating system. This is typical gating system, means non-pressurized gating system based on the total gravitational force. Is 1 as to 2 as to 4 or 1 as to 3 as to 3. Here 1 as to 2 as to 4 or 1 as to 3 as to 3. This is the 1 means pore base, 2 means total runner area, and 4 means total ingate area. 1 means total spur base, 2 means total runner area, and 4 means total ingate area. This is used for the light metal like aluminum, copper, etc. Means this is non-pressurized gating system are generally used to manufacture a light metal like aluminum, copper, etc. Okay. Then second one is a pressurized gating system. Pressurized gating system. This system is used for heavy metal like CI, steel, etc. Okay, CI, steel, etc. Here, 1 as to 2 as to 1 means 1 means per base, 2 means total runner area, and 1 means in-gate area. Okay, where their gating system is complicated and number of gates are minimum used, where their pressurized gating system are used. Okay, understand? So write down the types of gating ratio. First one, non-pressurized gating system. One, non-pressurized gating system. The typical gating system, the typical gating system is 1 as to 2 as to 4 or 1 as to 3 as to 3. This is used for light metals like aluminum, copper, etc. Light metals like aluminum, copper, etc. To stop, then second type of gating ratio. pressurized gating system. Pressurized gating system. Here, the typical gating system is 1 as to 2 as to 1 or 4 as to 8 as to 3. This is used for heavy metals like CI, cast iron, and steel, etc. Then, last point of this chapter, riser, RISER. Give the heading riser. Okay. I show you the riser detail diagram here. This will be the riser. Means you have to pour liquid molten metal in pour basin. This liquid molten metal goes through the runner with the help of choke skim bomb going to the mold cavity. After complete filling the mold cavity, this liquid molten metal goes through this way and out from this way. This is called as riser. Means function of riser is remove the extra liquid molten metal and also inform to stop the pouring liquid molten metal in pour basin. This is the main function of this riser. Here, see the function of riser. It acts as a reservoir during solidification to feed molten metal towards cavity. Okay. Function of riser means it acts as a reservoir during solidification to feed molten metal towards cavity. Then riser indicates that the mold cavity is already filled. Okay, means riser indicate or show the mold cavity is completely filled. Then riser permit the escape for air and gases. Here you have to pour liquid molten metal at the temperature of 1000 or 900 degrees Celsius. This 1000 degrees Celsius liquid molten metal goes to this mold cavity, but continuous pouring, this is no escape or no way to remove the oxide gases or fumes. So riser is used as a escape or a removal of oxide gases or fumes. Here, riser permit the escape for air and gases. Then riser promotes directional solidification. Means directional solidification means here solidification means here liquid molten metal pouring here and over extra material remove is here this way. So at the time of solidification, start of solidification in this way, riser side. After solidifying this, then this side go to the solidify. Okay. Then types of riser: open riser and blind riser. Here, open riser and blind riser. Okay. So write down the function of riser. Write down the function of riser. It acts as reservoir It acts as a reservoir during solidification to feed molten metal towards cavity. To feed molten metal towards cavity. Full stop. Second, a riser indicates that the mold cavity has already filled. The mold cavity has already filled. Full stop. Next, riser permit the escape. The riser permits the escape for air and gases. For air and gases. Full stop and next point. Fourth, riser promote directional solidification. Riser promote directional solidification. Full stop and next line. Types of riser. Types of riser. Types of riser. Okay. First one is the open riser and second one is a blind riser. Give the heading types of riser. Under that, open riser and blind riser. Then give the heading blind riser, blind riser, and draw this diagram. This diagram only, right? Draw it freehandly. Give the heading blind riser and draw this diagram within 2 minutes. Draw this diagram here. Blind riser means this riser is does not break or open to the cope. Means cope means upper side of molding box. Upper molding box means this riser does not open the cope molding box or do not break the surface of this cope molding box. Here, this this will be the this will be the open riser. This will be the open riser because this riser is open to the cope here upper molding box surface. This is open riser and this one is a here this one is a blind riser. म्हणजे हे रायझर हा जो कोप आहे आपला वरचा अप्पर मोल्डिंग बॉक्स आहे त्याच्या सरफेस वरती ओपन होत नाही. ठीक आहे. सो ड्रॉ इट फास्ट. ब्लाइंड रायझर. Okay. See the description of blind riser. The riser which does not break the top of the cope means here this riser height will be the under in cope molding box. So is entirely surrounded by the molding sand is known as a blind riser. This riser is entirely surrounded by molding sand. That's why it's called as a blind riser. Okay. So write down blind riser. In that the riser which does not break, the riser which does not break to the top of cope and is entirely surrounded by molding sand is known as a blind riser. Is known as a blind riser. Okay. Then give the heading open riser. Give the heading open riser here. This will be the cope molding box. This will be the drag molding box. In between parting line will be there, and this riser open to the cope surface. That's why it's called as a open riser. So give the heading open riser, and I request all of you to draw this diagram within 2 minutes. Draw it fast. Give the heading open riser and draw this diagram. Under the heading open riser and draw this diagram. open riser. Okay, here. Okay, here write down in open riser. Open riser has top surface exposed. Open riser has top surface exposed to atmosphere to atmosphere, and commonly employed on the and commonly employed on the topmost portion of the casting. Topmost portion of the casting. Here, this is the blind riser because this riser is placed in between the or inside the cope box, cope molding box. That's why it's called as blind riser. And here, this riser is open to the atmosphere in the cope molding box. That's why it's called as open riser. Okay. Then last point of the chapter, riser efficiency. Give the heading riser efficiency. Okay. See the formula of riser efficiency, small e is equal to I minus F divided by I into 100. Here capital I with the initial volume of metal in riser, F final volume of metal in riser, then I minus F this amount of molten metal supplied by the riser to the mold cavity into 100. Efficiency means percentage of this riser. Okay. So write down the definition. It is defined as the amount of molten metal. It is defined as the amount of molten metal supplied by riser to mold cavity. Therefore, small e is equal to capital I minus capital F divided by capital I into 100 where I is equal to initial volume of metal in riser, where capital I is equal to initial volume of metal in riser, F is equal to final volume of metal in riser, then I minus F is equal to the amount of molten metal supply by riser to the mold cavity. The amount I minus F is equal to the amount of molten metal supplied by riser to mold cavity. Okay. And here methods to improve riser efficiency. Which methods are used to improve the riser efficiency? Give the heading methods to improve riser efficiency. Okay. So careful design and location of riser, use of insulating material, exothermic materials, chills means internal and externals. They are used to escape or expose the fumes outside to the liquid molten metal. Then paddling. Okay. These five methods are used to improve the riser efficiency. Okay. So today our first casting process chapter is completed. If you are yesterday, we are sending the MCQ booklet, assignment booklet, PPT, and handwritten notes in our WhatsApp group. Also, this study material is uploaded in our Excel sheet. So 3:30 to 4:30. Today's last lecture, 3:30 to 4:30. Uh, One online MCQ quiz is arranged. This quiz is totally based on the unit number first casting processes. Okay.